The Zodiac Killer. Unsolved after 50 years, what if the Zodiac Killer was never caught? For over 5 decades, this question haunted investigators and true crime enthusiasts alike. The Zodiac Killer, responsible for at least 5 murders in Northern California during the late 1960s, left behind cryptic letters and ciphers that baffled experts. Each letter contained chilling details about his crimes, taunting law enforcement and the public. The killer's first victim was David Faraday, a 17-year-old high school student who was shot dead while parked with his girlfriend Betty Lou Jensen near Lake Berryessa on December 20, 1968. The Zodiac Killer's signature style of execution and the cryptic messages he sent to newspapers created an atmosphere of fear and uncertainty. Despite numerous leads and suspects, the identity of this notorious serial killer remained a mystery. Over the years, countless theories emerged, ranging from a disgruntled employee at a local newspaper to a former military officer with a twisted sense of justice. However, none of these theories could be substantiated with concrete evidence. The Zodiac Killer seemed to have vanished into thin air, leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions and broken lives. In 2026, as we reflect on the 50th anniversary of his last known letter, the case remains unsolved. But what if there are clues we miss? In 2026, forensic scientists revisited the original crime scenes using advanced DNA analysis techniques. They meticulously examined every inch of the locations where the victims were found, searching for any trace of evidence that might have been overlooked in the past. The team used state-of-the-art equipment and cutting-edge methodologies to analyze hair follicles, skin cells, and even tiny fragments of clothing fibers. They uncovered microscopic traces of evidence previously overlooked. For instance, a single strand of hair found at one of the crime scenes was subjected to rigorous DNA tests. The results were promising at first, as the DNA profile matched several potential suspects. However,